The NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Niner defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option. A good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision. Picks up a first down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Offense is moving them a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll give this to Akers running right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Rams. Trey McBride, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Strong. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Strong. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 2nd down now, Levy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run with Strong. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll try the left side. Levy. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. 7-7, our score after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Brown. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down. Brown. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener and the second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 43. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Levy stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Strong. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Strong again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Brown.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
2nd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Purdy off the play fake. Here finds his receiver, Watson.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Purdy now to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Finds his man. Watson over the middle. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go now.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Strong is in. Touchdown 49ers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Brown now. A final shot before break. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Handoff, Strong running left. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Levy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
There he goes, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They go play action here. Purdy got his tight end. That's complete. It's Miller. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Brown from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Operating from the gun, Brown. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Brown. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got him in. It's McBride complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Brown. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Brown to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football.
defensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applied, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 68 yards. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking to throw. Brown. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Niners 21, Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Levy.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. Levy has some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 44. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Dancing. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Here's Brown. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. Brown.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead.